The U.S. economy is slowing down. Prices are high, jobs are shrinking, and people are starting to worry about another recession. But not every state will handle it the same way. Some places are already struggling with falling housing markets, rising debt, and fewer jobs. In this video, we'll look at the 12 U.S. states that could be hit the hardest if the country goes into a full recession. From tourist states to high-cost regions, these are the places most at risk. Watch till the end to see if your state is on the list. Number 1. California. California, the state of dreams, innovation, and endless sunshine, but also one of the most vulnerable when the economy slows down. High living costs, rising taxes, and a massive dependence on tech and entertainment make it sensitive to any downturn. As layoffs hit major companies and people continue moving to cheaper states, California's housing market and local businesses are already feeling the strain. If a full recession arrives, this golden state could face one of the toughest recoveries. A reminder that even the biggest economies can stumble when the pressure builds. Number 2. Nevada. Nevada, a state built on tourism, entertainment, and risk. When the economy slows down, fewer people travel, gamble, or spend on luxury. Las Vegas, the heart of Nevada's economy, depends heavily on visitors and hospitality jobs. During every major downturn, this state feels the hit faster than most. Rising costs, slowing tourism, and a cooling housing market make Nevada one of the first to struggle when people tighten their budgets. If a recession hits hard, the bright lights of Vegas could dim, reminding everyone that even the city that never sleeps isn't safe from economic reality. Number 3. Florida. Florida, the sunshine state known for beaches, retirees, and booming tourism. But when the economy weakens, tourism is often the first to drop. Fewer visitors mean fewer jobs, slower spending, and declining tax revenue. The state's housing market has also been running hot for years, with prices rising faster than local incomes. If a recession hits, that bubble could start to cool quickly. Combined with an aging population and growing insurance costs, Florida faces serious pressure. The sunshine might stay bright, but the state's economy could face some very cloudy days ahead. Number 4. Texas. Texas, the powerhouse of oil, tech, and industry, often seen as too strong to fall. But even giants can stumble. As energy prices fluctuate and corporate layoffs rise, the state's rapid growth could slow down. Cities like Austin and Dallas have seen housing prices skyrocket, and many new residents are already feeling the pinch of higher living costs. If a recession deepens, job cuts and lower oil demand could hit Texas hard. Its economy is diverse, but its size also makes the fall heavier. Texas may not collapse completely, but it will definitely feel the shock first. Number 5. Arizona. Arizona, the desert state that grew fast on sunshine, construction, and migration. But when the economy slows, those same strengths can turn into weaknesses. Home building cools down, job growth stalls, and people stop moving in as quickly. Cities like Phoenix and Tucson have seen major housing booms in the last few years, prices rising faster than wages. If a recession hits, those gains could disappear overnight. Arizona's economy is strong, but heavily tied to real estate and population growth, making it one of the first states to feel the pressure when the market tightens. Number 6. New York. New York, the financial heart of America, where the economy never sleeps. But when Wall Street slows, the whole state feels it. From investment firms to small city businesses, everything here depends on cash flow and consumer confidence. The high cost of living and heavy taxes make it harder for people to stay when money gets tight. Office vacancies are rising, small shops are closing, and more residents are moving out every year. If a recession hits hard, New York could face a painful reset, proof that even the Empire State isn't immune to economic reality. Number 7. Illinois. Illinois, a state with big potential but deep financial cracks. For years, it has struggled with rising debt, high taxes, and people leaving for cheaper states. Chicago remains an economic hub, but even that strength can't fully offset the state's budget problems. Businesses are cutting costs, property taxes keep climbing, and public services are stretched thin. If a recession hits, Illinois could be pushed even further into financial trouble. With fewer taxpayers and a shrinking workforce, the state's recovery could take longer than most, turning existing struggles into full-blown economic pressure. Number 8. Washington. Washington, the home of major tech giants and innovation, but also a state deeply tied to industries that can fall fast in a downturn. When companies like Amazon or Microsoft slow hiring or cut spending, the ripple effect hits the entire region, from small businesses to housing markets. High living costs and rising rents have already made life tough for many residents. If a recession deepens, layoffs and reduced consumer spending could cool Seattle's once booming economy. Washington's future still looks strong, but in the short term, it could face one of its toughest economic tests yet. Number 9. Oregon. Oregon, a state known for its natural beauty, creativity, and growing tech presence, but also for its fragile economy. Much of Oregon's growth depends on consumer spending, real estate, and trade, all of which slows sharply during a recession. Portland, once booming, is already seeing businesses close and people move out due to rising costs and safety concerns. Add in declining tax revenue and a cooling housing market, and Oregon's financial stress becomes clear. If the U.S. enters a full recession, Oregon could struggle to find balance, its recovery slower and more uncertain than before. Number 10. Colorado. Colorado, the mountain state that attracted thousands for its jobs, lifestyle, and scenery. But rapid growth has come with high costs. Housing prices have soared, and living expenses keep rising faster than wages. Many families are already stretched thin, relying on debt to keep up. If a recession hits, job losses in construction, tourism, and tech could expose those weaknesses fast. Cities like Denver and Colorado Springs may see home values drop and migration slow. Colorado's economy is strong, but its heavy dependence on constant growth makes it one of the first to feel the economic chill. Number 11. Hawaii. Hawaii, paradise for visitors, but a challenging place for locals when the economy slows down. The state depends heavily on tourism, and when people stop traveling, everything from hotels to restaurants feels the impact. Shipping costs, high imports, and limited local production make Hawaii especially vulnerable during national downturns. Housing and living expenses are already among the highest in the country. If a recession deepens, job losses in hospitality and service industries could rise quickly. The beaches may stay beautiful, but for many residents, the economic waves could hit harder than ever before. Number 12. Michigan. Michigan, the industrial heart of America, built on cars, manufacturing, and hard work. But when the economy slows, demand for vehicles drops fast, and that hits Michigan first. The auto industry still drives much of the state's income. And layoffs ripple through suppliers, small towns, and local businesses. Even as Michigan diversifies into tech and clean energy, it remains vulnerable to national slowdowns. If a recession hits, factory cuts and slower consumer spending could shake its fragile recovery. Michigan has bounced back before, but this time the road ahead might be steeper and longer than expected. Recessions don't hit every state the same way. Some bend, others break. From California to Michigan, these 12 states could face the hardest challenges ahead. High costs, job losses, and weak economies may slow their recovery, but every fall also brings new opportunities. The real question is, which of these states will bounce back first? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to The Changing America for more updates on how the U.S. economy is changing.